Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. This is time trial mode in Oulton Park, which was requested by Paul Hibbard, so shout out to you, my good friend. And we're going to be using the Kawasaki ZX-6R race modification version. Now, Oulton Park is a magnificent track which I love very, very much. So, Paul, you have suggested such a fantastic track and a fantastic bike. You, sir, know a good combination when you see it. And this video was just simply a request from him, just to do a bit of a time trial or a race. I opted for time trial because I felt like the world record on PC was in reach. And it didn't look like a too crazy lap, so I thought I'd give it a bash and see how we get on. So we're going to do 10 laps here and see if we can get close enough to that elusive world record, or #1 spot if you will. And as you can see, our first attempt, it's relatively tame, I would say, you know. Not thrashing the bollocks off this Kawasaki, just sort of using it nicely. Also created the custom suit that I'm wearing. I think the green is slightly off. Can't seem to get the green to match the Kawasaki colours for some strange reason. Well, here we go, our first lap will be completed momentarily. Just gonna enter the final corner of Lodge Corner. A little bit out of shape there, but nothing to worry about. A little bit onto the rumble strip as well, and a huge wheelie. Wheelies are a thing in this one. Wheelies are pretty tough. They happen quite often, more than I would like, let's be honest. So our best lap so far is a 1:33.843. Oh, as we have a big moment there. Braking into cascades. Happened a few times. I had quite a lot of crashes there, which I have edited out. I think in overall I had probably 20-30 attempts on this. I'm not sure if it was that many, but usually it's a simple case of restarting the lap immediately as it's invalid. Because, well, once it's invalidated, there's really not much point to continuing. You might as well restart and keep getting better in the parts that you know, and then keep moving ahead. So, of course, into Britain's turn 6. Beautiful. I love that change of direction. As we then accelerate down here for turn 7. Braking hard just before the little notices on the left hand side, which is sort of brake markers for you, so you can tell where to brake. Gives you a good indication. A little bit wide coming out of the exit of turn 8 there. Just checking on the ghost visibility. I did leave it off a few times. See where we were. Notice we were significantly slower. That's what I thought. Leave it back on so you can see. Also wanted to see if I was wheeling over these little bumps. You've got to be careful here. I find that when you're approaching the little bumps, just let go of the throttle ever so slightly so you're not wheeling up them. It's sort of reducing the power on the rear tyre, and then it just gently sits. It's one of those things that I think comes with time and patience. Because it feels like you're going slow. Oh, big moment into turn 1. That caught me off guard quite a few times. Has happened in the races before, where I've eventually binned it. We're going a little bit too aggressive into turn 1. Cascades turn 3. Navigate quite nicely. As you can see, we are behind the Ghost. Not where we want to be. We always want to be ahead of the Ghost, but that's part of the experience. You've got to learn. You've got to sit behind them. This is sometimes the reason why I don't particularly like the Ghost. For me, it's a simple case of I'd rather just keep going and going and going and see where I am. And then maybe have a look at the Ghost to see where I'm going wrong, if I'm going wrong anywhere. And usually it's not a case about going wrong, it's just not chaining all together. Because as you'll see at the end of my lap times, it's still the same thing where the ideal lap is quite quicker. Quite significantly, as we braked extremely late for Hislops. Into turn 8, the Knickerbrook. Do like the Knickerbrook corner, very, very nice. Of course, I got my favourite overtake there. If you watch the Oulton Park, I don't remember what bike that was. I think it was the F3. Yeah, the MV Agusta F3-675, I believe it was. As we almost complete lap 3 already. That went rather quick, to be honest with you. But we have got quite a few more laps. The goal is to do 10 laps here in Oulton Park. I think that's a fair number. And if I can't get the world record in 10 attempts, then I'll probably continue to try again on my own. But for the time being, I'll continue thrashing it. Especially around one of the best British tracks ever, in my opinion. It's so nice to have it in bike games. You don't see it very often. It doesn't seem to come up in most games, and it really should. as it's a fixed time of 12 o'clock, as you can see in the bottom left hand corner. Fixed time, just I want the brightest available skies possible. I don't want to be messing about with damp spots, dark patches on the track, darker lighting. I want to just have the brightest, colourful track all possible, so I can concentrate on nothing but racing and riding as fast as possible on board this Kawasaki. Great choice, by the way, Paul. Really, really do love the bike. Made a bloody good choice. I think I've used this bike before, actually, because I already had it. I didn't have to purchase it, which is, again, another win, because I'm only rocking about 500,000 credits currently. I still never did buy the multiplier. Maybe I should have done. It was like £3. Well, it still is, I think. Oh, careful around Walter Tower there. Looking to go a little bit of a mistake, and this happened a bit too often as far as I'm concerned. Running it wide into that corner there. That was a good lap as well there. We were up quite significantly, but mistakes have been made. Since this was so close to the actual finish line, I might as well continue the lap. See if we can get a good start for the next one. So I must say the restart on this one, the Ghost puts you quite far back. Well, the autopilot. It puts you quite far back, well beyond, well before the final corner. As we thrashed that Kawasaki out of Cascades there. I'm always aiming for the rumble strip there. Same for this next corner. If we can hook it up tightly and hug the inside towards the apex, and you're taking the optimum line. But of course, with everything, you've got to try different lines, you've got to try different styles, because what works for me might not necessarily work for you. So I remember when I was playing with Fuchs, when we did the world record attempt on Oulton Park, his lines were actually a little bit different to mine in a few areas, but yet we both still got the same results. As we're up by 0.6 of a second here. Really good. I thought I was going to get penalised there for going a little bit off, but and he didn't really exit Knickerbrook as well as I could have thought we were done. But nevertheless, it's still going to be a good lap as long as we can hook everything together. Hugged the curb a little bit too much on the inside there. Careful not to run it in too much into Druids. Thankfully we don't. I'm still up by a whopping 5.5 of a second. It's an estimating lap time of a 1:33.3. Still going to be decent, but we need at least another second to grab on that one. And as long as we don't wheelie into this final corner, we should have a bloody good lap there. It is a 1:33.154. Now, if there wasn't a world record not far away from that, I probably would have called it quits there. But knowing that we can go quicker, knowing that I have the skill, the talent, and the ambition, I might as well go for it yet again. Paul believes in me, so why not? That goes for all of you guys as well, actually. We're so close to 500 subscribers now, as we make a massive moment there. Oh, Jesus. Hearts in mouths. But I was going to say, we're very close to 500 subscribers, so if your heart's in your mouth before then, why don't you put it back in and click that subscribe button? That way it'll calm everyone down. So actually, considering we had that horrific moment there, we are right on the rear of the Ghost. And it looks like we're going to make a lunge here. Nicely executed. A little bit too wide there, touching the outside of the track. Thankfully, Ride 4, you beauty. It's not too harsh on the penalties on this one. It gives some random penalties during the race, but it doesn't invalidate your lap for just the odd wheel touching the outside. Unlike MotoGP 20, one wheel goes off, that's it, bang. Invalidated lap time. So up by 0.2 of a second already, so this is going to be our first 1:32 lap. If we can hook it up into the lodge corner. Exit nicely there, just close to the rumble strip, but not on it. And then in the deer leap, it's a 1:32.990. Excellent stuff. So I did crash immediately after that. I also changed the tyres, I believe, to the soft options now. So this is both soft options. I was running the fill in the blanks. Of course, you know what options I was running. Medium front, soft rear. But this is the soft front and soft rear. And I think I used this for laps 6 and 7. And then I changed it upon for lap 8 and 9. There is my fastest lap. That fastest lap, it was included with that awful moment there. And that just shows you how quick you can still be even though you make a mistake. And I still was. But I tell you something, you know, you guys said to me, quite a lot of people said to me that they didn't know why I was using the medium tyres for the Donington GP lap, and I should use the softs. Well, I used the softs here and I struggled so much. I felt like the front end was just going to crash every other corner. Now, I didn't think that the tyres made that much of a difference usually in MotoGP and Ride 4. I've always felt it's more of a placebo effect. But no, I swear, the soft option tyres in this one were not for me at all. I found it really difficult to even hook up everything. I used the soft rear from the beginning to about lap 8. I think maybe all the way through actually, yeah I think I did. But this one was a simple change to the softs and I just felt awful. I felt like it was a really bad move. So then I believe we're on the softs again, and it's the next lap I changed to the hard front and the soft rear. I mean, let me know in the comments section down below actually guys, are you guys just soft option tyres, or are you medium, soft, hard? How do you like to run the compounds? Because for me, you know my style, medium front, soft rear, but if it's not medium front, soft rear, it's medium front, medium rear. To be honest with you, actually, I should mention the NSR 250s, I was using the hard front and the medium rear. Now, I very rarely use the soft front because I don't know if I'm too aggressive, but I always feel like the soft tyre never lasts me. I don't think I look aggressive, especially when the way I race. Looks relatively smooth, I would say. But apparently I am quite aggressive when it comes to the rear tyre. I've never noticed myself. If you guys have seen and you think I am too aggressive, then let me know. But I don't see where I'm doing it, because again I just feel crap on the soft option tyres. Like I feel that I've got no confidence and I'm just not going quick. And it's bizarre because obviously everyone uses the soft option tyres, everyone enjoys them more. But I knew that the soft option tyre was not going to work for me on this one. It's time to change. So out of Lodge Corner, turn 12. On the soft option tyres, a little bit disappointed and disgruntled DrAce at this point. So it's time to change now to hard front, soft rear. And I felt immediately better on the brakes, but I still felt missing something. We definitely missed something. I mean, look how nicer we hooked that up into Cascades, a little bit wide on the exit. But before then, we braked extremely nice for that corner. And what I find baffling is that lap where I made that horrendous moment is still the fastest lap so far, as I really aggressively slide it into Shell's Oil's corner. And we made it stick. But can we make it stick for the Britain's corner? The beautiful flick of the direction. Oh, it's so gorgeous, that corner. But yet again, still not there. And again, I felt that if we're going to get this lap, or if we are going to improve at all, we need a medium front, soft rear, or potentially a medium front, medium rear. I haven't tried the medium front, medium rear yet. I jumped straight onto my preferable compound. But I am game to change. Mountain bikes are all about evolution and developing and honing one's skills and improving. And that's what we're going to do here. A little bit of a wheelie there. As you can see, we lost quite a bit of time there just for wheeling. I'm going to brake much later here and try and get the exit right. Can we get the exit out here? Beautifully done. No wheelie there. We're going to have a little bit of a change. I think, did we change? Oh, maybe this lap is still on the medium soft. You have to excuse me. You'll understand why, because I do a little bit of change in a bit, which I will show you so you can see. And I do believe this is still on the hard front and soft rear, and I finish on the hard front, soft rear. Yes, this makes sense now. So we are up by a tenth and a bit, and we were already faster on that previous lap, which I forgot to mention, which was 1:32.826. As we approach Britain's, beautiful change of direction. Me in this corner should really get a room. I'm such a fan. But already, wow, massive wheelie there, and another wheelie there, frustrating. Well, it's good stuff so far. up by 0.3 of a second. This would put us on a 1:32.5. So, comparing where we started, this would have been a 1.5 second lap quicker compared to where we started. That's when you have to think about how impressive this is, because when you're doing the time trials, as I make a little bit of a mistake there, but we're still okay, we're still going into Druids. But when you're doing the time trials and you see you're up by a tenth, you're up by a tenth again, you're up by a 0.2 again, what you're not realising is you're actually up by 1 second compared to you originally started. That is very, very small improvements, which will actually equal a massive gap. And as you see, we crossed the line, we did make a few mistakes, too many wheelies. It's a 1:32.728. So flicking it left once again for Cascades. It's lap 10. So technically it would be our final lap now, but we did invalidate a lap earlier, so we will be doing another. And as we're up again, still not close to that world record yet. The world record is about 1:32.3, I think it was. Or is, I don't know. I didn't check. I think I just took a quick glance. But I didn't actually think that, oh, I'm going for the world record. Well, here we go. Outer Britons for the, which would be the 10th time of asking, because this is technically our 11th lap. As we brake very hard there. I always get worried that I'm going to hit the part of the rumble strip there, which we didn't. And that is a big thing, because I remembered that for one of the next couple of laps, that I felt that we could get a lot more time there. Because as you do these time trials, you feel, oh, I can get more time there. Oh, I'm losing time here. I know where I can gain that extra bit. So this is going to be a phenomenal lap. We are up by 3.5 of a second. Our hard front, soft rear compound. We are charging. This is going to be a great opportunity. Can we get close enough to it? It's 3.5 of a second. Up we take a 1:32.372, which is a superb lap. But it's not the world record. As you can see, those are the lap times. If you need to pause them and have a look, do so. But just pay attention. 2 laps were invalidated. And we did 11 laps. That to me says we can have 1 more lap. Now I might have done the maths wrong there, but I guess it doesn't really matter because there's no rules. I'm doing another lap. So my first lap was invalidated, which you'll see at the end. So this is 1 more attempt. And this is literally, let me tell you, this was 1 more attempt. I did the first lap and I made a mistake, which got invalidated. So this is the 1 lap. And we're on the medium front and medium rear. And this, ladies and gentlemen, could very well be the world record lap. As you can see, Shell's oiled corner nailed. Britain's coming up now. Gentle. A little bit out of shape there. So I'm already thinking, if we do this again, I can get quicker. And as we approach turn 7, we're on a little bit in deep, which actually I thought I did better on that corner, but we clearly didn't. I'm sure I did a lap where I did that absolutely beautiful, but apparently not. This just must have been one of them good laps. And let me tell you guys, Water Tower, we did that a bit interesting, but it wasn't ideal. But the medium front, medium rear, no wheelie. Did you see that? No wheelie then. A little bit of wheelie there though. So braking into Lodge Corner for the final time. This will be our 10th lap, 10th completed lap. Don't wheelie here. Oh, wheelied a bit. Can we get the record? Is that the record, ladies and gentlemen? Guys and girls, boys, men, women, everyone. Final attempt. That is the ideal lap time at the bottom, which was effectively my lap time. And I compared these with the other laps, and those were close enough to my best sectors. But guys, we got it. We got it. By 12 thousandths of a second, we got it. DrAce on the top step, where he belongs, with the medium front, medium rear compound. Guys, we did it. Thank you. Paul, thank you for suggesting this. Thank you everyone for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.